Hello friends, welcome to the series of lectures on digital marketing and e-commerce. I am Dr. Suchita Vishwakarma, Assistant Professor with Department of Management Sciences, School of Management Sciences, Lucknow, and today we would be talking about how to build websites and blogs using the CMS platform of WordPress. So, before talking about how to design and create the blog, let us understand the concept of what is WordPress and what are the features or what are the benefits of using WordPress. So, let us get started. WordPress is basically a free open source website creation platform. It is as similar as creating your own email ID on any of the email service providers. And CMS is basically a application in which it gives you the comfort of creating your own websites or creating your own blog without any technical knowledge or without any technical support. That means you as an individual or an organization can customize your page, can add up as many number of pages that you want. You can add features as per your own preferences, you can edit it, you can publish it, and you even you can keep on changing and monitoring it time to time, but without any kind of technical knowledge. So, basically this WordPress is written in PHP language and has and uses a MySQL database, or in simple words it can be understood as a powerful blogging and website building tool for yourself. WordPress comes under two versions, WordPress.org and WordPress.com. So, WordPress.com is basically a commercial version of WordPress in which you are required to purchase the web hosting services to be accessible to your users 24/7. Besides this feature, there are other restrictions on WordPress.com. That means there is a limit on the access of installation of plugins, and though it is a self hosted version, that means you will not have to host it, you will not require to purchase a host for hosting it or for making your website accessible, but for remaining online 24/7, obviously you will have to purchase the web hosting services. While in case of WordPress.org, one has more flexibility and is more popular, and you can have a plugin facility also. This provides more of customizable features also. So, an individual who is actually creating their blogs or websites through WordPress.org will have more control on the content and will be able to add more on features in comparison to WordPress.org. Let us also see that what is CMS. So, CMS is basically a content management system, as I shared earlier also, and it is basically a web application which provides you the capabilities of creating, editing and publishing your content, and even archiving the web pages, articles and press releases that you have published earlier in your websites. Now, let us also have a market share of WordPress in comparison to other CMS applications. So, as you can see that WordPress has is much more popular and has much more of presence on all the websites and CMS market in comparison to the other CMS sites like Joomla, Drupal, Squarespace, Wix, etc. Now, what WordPress offers to the users? WordPress offers a wide range of facilities which includes developing of business websites, e-commerce stores, blogs, portfolios, resume. You can create your own forums for discussion or having a chat with your clients. You can also be present on the social network by using this particular application of WordPress. Then it also provides you membership sites. That means you can have an access to the membership sites, or you can be a part of these membership sites by creating your own website. You can even create your own event website or e-learning websites that as well as wedding websites, and there are many other features also which a person can develop while using WordPress. So, the various benefits of WordPress includes the simplicity. it is very user friendly, very simple. It has simple interface. That means you can there is a complete we will obviously be seeing the interface after a few minutes. So, it is very simple, everything is detailed in a proper version, and everything has been demonstrated well, and it is very simple. That means it elaborates the various functions of the various features also. So, it also gives you a demo of how to go ahead with the features and how to start up. So, everything is very quick and convenient for the first time user as well. The cost is free, so this is one of the very added on feature. The cost is free, so one does not has to take any burden of the pricing, unless and until you are using thinking of opting for WordPress.com, where you will have to actually purchase the web hosting services. Then it provides you a lot of flexibilities in types of the websites. There are various layouts, free layouts which are available. So, one can even choose from the various kinds of free layouts which are available, and choose accordingly. So, even if you are a novice and you do not have much idea of it, then also you can be guided by the website's layout itself. It is easy to use. It is as similar as using your Microsoft Word or managing your own website. It has open source software, and it is not owned by any single company, and makes it usable for everyone. There is no need to know code. So, everything is like pick and drop, or pick and drag kind of thing that is there. So, you can drag in your website whatever features that you are looking forward for. And then for increasing the features or increasing the flexibility within your website, you can have various kinds of plugins which are already there, which will be obviously discussed also in our next lecture. So, you can have access to having access to various kinds of plugins, and the description of all these plugins are also very much there. So, you can read, you can know and understand about the features of each and every plugin, and accordingly add it in your website at the places that you are looking for. Then it is highly customizable with WordPress themes. So, there are different kinds of themes also available. So, according to your interest area, you can always have an access. Besides, the website security is good in case of WordPress, and a thriving community of users and developers are actually there. So, you can have a interaction with all these people who are actually connected to WordPress, and have a chat with them. You can understand the way that they are using the WordPress for their own website creation. And a premium plugin and theme industry wise plugins are also present. So, you can actually customize your page according to your industry requirements. Now, these are the various features which we will be discussing in detail, which includes the security, image option, the ad pages, fully customizable blogging, database driven, search engine compatible, and user friendly. So, these are the various features which are available in the WordPress. So, now let us get started with how to create a website using WordPress. So, when we are actually moving in the direction of creation of website, one should follow 4 steps. The first step is obviously registering your domain name. We have already understood in our previous lecture that what is domain name, why it is required. So, the first and the foremost feature is the step is registration of the domain name, which can be done by any web hosting services, or can be done by WordPress itself. Then finding a web hosting company, as I had discussed that in case of WordPress.org, you would not require web hosting company. However, if you are opting for web hosting WordPress.com, then you will obviously need the web hosting company. Then preparing your content is the third important step that you would be required to do, and then building your website, and then obviously publishing it is something very important, which is required in the fourth step. Now, moving ahead, let us start with the first step. As soon as you enter the domain name WordPress.com into your URL, you will get a page something like this, and over here it will be written that welcome to the world's most popular and popular website builder, and over here you can see there are two things written, which is login and get started. So if you are the first time you are coming to the WordPress .com or .org for the first time, then you are supposed to create your own login ID, and so you will be required to create it through get started. You will have to register yourself by detailing your details, that means your email ID, the email ID, and by creating your passwords. So this particular registration into WordPress can be done through your LinkedIn IDs or even your Google, any of your Gmail IDs. So once you have entered your email ID, the Gmail ID or the Facebook or the LinkedIn ID, then you need to move forward. You will be registered, and once you have registered, then the second page that would come up would be somewhat like this, where you will have to register your domain name. Now over here you can see that I wanted to create a page for myself, and I wanted to have a domain at the name of, let's say, Suchi12. Now as soon as I entered the domain name, I will be asked to choose a domain name, and as soon as I entered the Suchi12, there are various domain names which are available would come up. If I write, for example, if I write any other, like say if I write Suchita, there may be possibility that the WordPress.com would tell me that it is not present, or maybe if the different formats of it would be present, for example Suchita12, Suchita123 or other Suchita.in, if it would be present, if it would be available, then it would come somewhat over here. So one can choose from these different versions that have come up. Say over here you can see that Suchi12.in is recommended, and it is free for the first year, and the second one Suchi12.co.in is another good alternative, which is again free for the first year. But there are other versions also which are available, which may not be free, which may be paid versions also. So an individual can choose that what is the domain name that they are looking forward for. Now moving ahead, once you have got your domain name, then you need to move forward, and then according to the type of domain name that you have chosen, you can do the payment. The next page that would come is choose a plan. So over here you can see that there are different types of plan that are coming up: personal, premium, business, and the various e-commerce even, and the various kind of features that these plans have. So one can choose accordingly, having a look at the various kinds of features that these plans do offer. Then one can also have one also has the option of choosing doing the payment annually or monthly. So you can always do that. However, I had opted for a free version, free for 1 year version. So once you have done the payment, or you have chosen the free version of the domain name, then once you are done with it, then this is the next page that would come up. So over here your domain name has been created, and now they are asking you to create your own website or create your own pages. Now this page would look somewhat like this. Over here you can see that this is the domain name that is written over here, and then there are various kinds of, this says that there are various menus which are provided, which which we will be obviously discussing. And then over here it says that the status of my website. So it says that I have already given a site name to my site. I have already updated the home page. So I do have an option of edit home page. Now once I would click on the edit home page option, I will have an option of choosing from the various pictures which are available on the website in the WordPress, or I can have have my own pictures uploaded on uploaded. I can upload my own pictures according to my preference. I can add on the whatever kind of content that I want, and then it is not that I need to create I can do only or create only one page. I can add as many number of pages as I want by clicking on add a page. Now, depending on the product details, that if I want to if I want to enter, or depending on the various details regarding my company or whatever, so I can keep on adding those pages and I can keep on linking one page to another, and so a complete website can be created. Over here we have an option of writing blog post. So, by clicking on writing the blog post, I can create a blog. I can edit the menus, I can customize my themes, I can add on pictures according to my preferences, I can even change the themes, that means the layouts which are already there, I can change the themes for them on it. I can even add a domain and the various other features as well. So, now let us move forward. Now, over here you can see that I have created my website, which looks somewhat like this. I have put the name of the website, and then I have added a picture, and then I have tried to write certain things. So, this is the home page that it would look like. Now, after making my home page, I can add up, as I said, that I can add up as many number of pages that I want. Now, once I click on add a page, these are the various kinds of themes, these are the various kinds of layouts which are already present. One can choose from various kinds of layouts. There are various kinds of photos which are available in the gallery. There are various kinds of layouts in terms of the writing. That means there are 2-column layout, 3-column layout, or even 1-column layout. One can choose which kind of layouts they want. There is an organic gallery into the text which we can add up. Then we can have a link in the biodata, we can add up pages and then describe about our own by own organization or by of people. Then we can also have details about me kind of things, gallery for description, modern docs. So, there are various kinds of layouts which are already present. If you want, you can always have choose any of them, you can get guided by them, or you can create your own layout as I did in the previous picture. Then over here also you would be asked that if you want to add a page, what is the kind of page that you want to add. If you want to create a page by adding a blog, or you want to add pictures, or you want to add contacts, or whatever kind of things that you want to add. So, that means there is a lot of flexibility which you are provided by WordPress, which you can do, and you can customize your page as per your own preferences. Now, over here you can see that this is the blog that I was trying to create. When I clicked on write a post, write a blog. If you remember, there was a link which said that write a blog. So, when I clicked on write a blog, I was given the option of uploading picture. I was given the option of writing the text. So, I can write the text as per my own preference, I can upload the picture as per my own preferences. These pictures were not available on the WordPress, I added it from my own gallery. So, that is again one option that is very much there. So, I had written once you write the website, or once you write your post, then you would be asked to publish it. Publishing basically means that only and only when it is as similar as making yourself available, and or somewhat like telecasting your what you have already what you have created, because unless until you publish it, people will not be able to see. It will be only there available in your own home page, and it would come under the draft section. So, once I publish it, I published 2 of my blogs, which one I did not change anything, I just left it as what it was written. The second was Peace Lily, the previous one that I had shown you. So, this is the Peace Lily blog that I created. So, this is where I can see. So, once you publish it, then you can see within your publications that these are the 2 blogs that you have already published, and which is now available to others to see. Now, coming on the statistics data. So, statistics basically provides you option to see that what are the different kind of things that is happening behind your website. That means how many people are actually accessing to it, whether they are liking the content or not, from which particular area. Say for example, this tells you the day wise look on how many number of people have actually visited your website. What is the traffic? So, since I created this particular page on 5th of August. So, on 5th of August till then there were 3 people who had visited my website. So, over here you can see that these are the 3 people. Then you can also have a look on that from which particular part of country, which particular part of the world people are actually accessing. So, you can have a geographical tagging also, you can understand the statistics, that is what how many people are visiting on your website on a regular basis, what is the content they are liking, what is the content that they are actually ignoring. So, you can probably remove those content from your website. What is the I mean from which geographical locations they are accessing to. Then you always have the details of search by the terms, that is what is the term which they had looked. If you are you have added certain plugins, then or you have added certain pictures, then which particular picture or which particular term that they are liking most. What are the various files that they have downloaded from your particular website. If you have added certain files that can be downloaded or searched, then what are the number of files that can be downloaded. How many videos have been looked upon, who are the people who are referring it from to others for further reading. So, these are the various things that one can have a look on. So, let us go back once again to understand that. Now, over here you can see that there are various other options also. There are various plugin options, user tools, settings and jetpacks and all. So, over here you can see that that once you are on your home page, you are given various options of posting your pages. There can be you can create as many number of pages as you want, but you may not want to post all the pictures, all the pages at one time. You may think of that, yes, I would like to post only few of the things right now, and then further things you can delay, further pages you can delay later on. So, you can post as many pages as you want, then you can have a look on the pages that you have created, and if you want to customize it or change in. Then you also have the options of appearance. You can see the appearance of your website and how would it look on the various kind of platforms, that various kind of medias. That means how would it look on your PC, how would it look on mobile app or laptop even. Then it also provides us the features of setting, that is how you can do the change in the settings. What is the color background, what is the kind of font or the things that would look into it. Then after that, once you have created your page, then there would be options of customizing your site menu. You can customize your site menu. You can it would be required that you have to confirm your email ID, because only once you have confirmed your email ID, then any kind of communication that would come from the WordPress will be communicated to you, and then you can then you would be required to launch your site. So, launching the website basically means that publishing the website. As I said, that only once you launch it, then it will be accessible to other users, otherwise it will be very difficult. So, WordPress is a wonderful platform where any individual, any organization, any first time goer can actually go and try, and you can try to have a lot of information. As over here also you can see that customize your site menu. In this also you can have an access to the kind of informations like how many visitors were there, how many visitors have seen it, how many were the visitors, how many people have actually forwarded it to other people. So, all kind of information. So, basically WordPress provides you not only the platform to create and edit your websites and publish it, but also gives you a capability or a tool to analyze your website accordingly and accordingly edit and properly do the self management of websites also. So, with these details I would actually request you to go on wordpress.org or wordpress.com according to your own preferences and then try to create your own website. For the further details you can always go to the reference wordpress.com. Thank you. I hope this particular session of mine would have been knowledge gaining for you and would have been, now it would be comparatively much more easy for you to have a to create your own website. Thank you.